Hey everyone, my name is Junaid, and today we are going to go over our AI agent and our progress so far. This is just the source code, but in this example we will just quickly go over a demo. So I'm just going to run it and we will maximize the screen. Now here we are asked a prompt. So this prompt is similar to you can say ChatGPT prompt, but in this example we are using ChatGPT API, which is paid, and you will see the cost breakdown like in the next few minutes. So here we want to tell our agent what exactly are we going to do with our agent. So in this example we are going to actually investigate a brute force attempt within the last couple of hours in our Azure environment. So what is this going to do is going to bring us the result on what are some of the suspected endpoints that could be victim of brute force. Now once we hit enter, we can see that it's saying deciding on log parameters based on a user request. So what this was doing was deciding on which table it's going to use. As we know that in Azure we have multiple tables, so if we want to see log on events, we use device log on events. Also it has set time range to 2 hours, which was based on our query, and then it's going to use these fields for our request. And it also talks about the rationale as well, that why did we end up choosing this. And then the key thing here is this KQL query. It also shows us the full KQL query that we have used, and then and also the number of records that are being generated. So this query resulted in let me clear this. This query actually resulted in 1122 records. Now these records are going to be used by our agent to analyze and produce results that are meaningful. Now this section here is going to decide on, sorry, this is too big. Okay, let me just remove it. This section is going to decide on what model we are going to use. So the reason I have option here is because each model has their own limitations. For instance, if we were to go with the GPT-4, you can see we have input limit of 100,000, say, and then output limit of 200,000. And then this would work for our model, but as you can see, GPT-4 and GPT-5, although our input limit is more than enough, our output would have been would have lost some very some results because of the limitation here, because our output rate limit is only 30,000 while we require 47,000 tokens for our output. So, and also we have estimated cost as well, because it's a, as I mentioned, it's a paid API, so each query costs some money. So by default we are sticking with GPT-5, which has decent enough input and output limit. So I'm gonna press enter, which is going to keep our model as GPT-5, and now it's initiating cognitive threat hunt against our log. So what it's doing is all these logs that were collected, it's analyzing it, and it's going to produce a meaningful result that we can use and see if we have any successful logins within the last couple of hours after our brute force attempts. Now you can see the usefulness of it. It's going to save so much time where we are just manually writing queries, trying to make sense of different data, but using some sort of tool like this, we can automate most of things and just look at the results to see how we're doing. So I'm gonna pause the video because it can take up to like 2 minutes. So I'm gonna pause the video and then we'll come back once it's done. Okay, so we are back, and our agent took 100 seconds, and then we have also found 7 potential threats. So I'm going to hit enter, which is going to show me the results. So if I were to scroll up here, so we can see we have all these threats. So our threat number 1, the title for this, let me grab my pen. The title is going to be some useful information. So here we have repeated failed admin log on against our endpoint-lab, that's the VM name, and from this IP address. And then we also have a description which gives a very useful piece of information. It shows we have like how many field attempts we had. So in this example we had over a dozen, and then it also tells you the name of the endpoint, and also shows you the account type. Was it just random accounts, or in this case it was administrator, and also the time range. Sorry, the IP address and the time range as well. So in this example we can see we have all these indicator of compromise as well, the IP address, the name, and what account name was used, and some other useful information about MITRE ATT&CK framework as well. I'm going to scroll down. Let me clear this. Here again, second attack, same idea. Confidence level is high because we have so this was actually the window I was referring before. We have time window, and we can see we had several failed login attempts. Again, the user account was administrator. This was the machine name from this IP address, and then some information about the endpoint and some different IOCs, and so on and so forth. I'm not going to go over all these different results, but you can see the usefulness of this bot. This is just the earlier phase, and still I can see this saving me so much time when I do threat hunting. So I'm going to keep on working, keep on improving this agent, so we can fully automate threat hunting, and also generate meaningful result while also keeping cost effective, and keeping the cost low, because as I mentioned, each query is costing us money. So yeah, this is it for the demo. Thank you so much for listening.